Now, there's a big development on the election integrity front, and a law firm known as America First Legal is spearheading the charge to ensure that mail-in ballots aren't fraudulent and that our national elections are not compromised by illegal aliens. But before we get into the story, please like, share, and comment at the Becker Brief. We appreciate your support for common sense journalism. Now, this is a moving story right now because the America First Legal Group has petitioned the United States Postal Service to update their rules that came in accordance with a Trump executive order, and that would be to place tracking labels on mail-in ballot envelopes and to ensure that those who are at the address, the origin of these mail-in ballots, that they are resided in by legal citizens. And this is something that was a refreshing and quite clever way to use the powers of the executive branch to enforce statute on the books that says that only citizens of the United States can vote in our federal elections. And so that was a great development, but now America First Legal wants to take it a step further. They are urging the United States Postal Service to update their ballot security measures, and we're talking about the proposed rules that were put in place as the baseline, and that would be creating a standardized official election mail logo for federal ballot envelopes, requiring unique intelligent mail barcodes to use in tracing ballots, establishing participation lists for election officials using the federal ballot mail portal, and adding a verification process to help ensure ballots are mailed to individuals on approved participation lists. Yet the rule leaves significant concerns about election integrity unresolved. Now, America First Legal argues that it does not require any verification that voters are citizens or that they actually live in the state where they are registered. And we just saw a case in Nevada where the Republican Party is suing over that very issue. And AFL also points out that the current rules fail to use the federal statute governing non-mailability, which makes it a crime to use the mail to commit fraud, and empowers the USPS to issue regulations to prevent fraudulent mail. And it says also that the current rules provide only a 30-day submission window for participation lists instead of the 60-day period AFL requested. And it also allows states to control participation lists without requiring any federal eligibility verification. Now, AFL is on the right track here. It wants to maximize the authority of the executive branch to get the USPS involved in protecting our rights as American citizens, to have our elections protected. And we also need to have voter IDs. And so the Save America Act needs to get pushed through the Senate. We have someone very much in the mix there, Mitch McConnell, who's been opposed to this. And it appears that he is out of commission right now. He is in the hospital at the very least. We did a report here at the Becker Brief about the ambulance footage that surfaced. And so it's a very concerning turn of events there. And so Senator Mike Lee, he is once again renewing the charge. And in another twist, President Donald Trump says he will not sign on to the housing legislation. Bipartisan piece of legislation. They need to attach the Save America Act. And Trump said that there are 4 or 5 senators who are kind of in the way here, and they're not going to go along with it. And he hints at Thune being one of them, I believe. So waiting with your thoughts after Trump's announcement about what he wants to see done with the Save America Act. We always appreciate hearing from you at the Becker Brief.
Social writing this in part, quote now, I'll read half of it for you. I will not sign the housing bill, which has been fully approved by Congress and sent to the White House in protest over the fact that the United States Senate is not capable of passing the Save America Act, which is polling at 97% with the Republican Party and very high with the non-politician Democrats, he writes. The act states quite simply that the voter person must show photo voter ID, proof of citizenship, and that there will be no more crooked, corrupt, and destabilizing mail-in ballots, exceptions for military, disabled, illness, and travel. The Save America Act's non-passage is crazy and a serious threat to any politician who votes against it. He goes on in the second half of that post to talk about the Democrats getting rid of the filibuster in the Senate if and when they take control. So that just off True Social.